Sandro, thanks for joining us today and coming here for the talk. It's the 10th anniversary of software craftsmanship, and on this 10th anniversary, what are your thoughts on the impact that this movement has had?
Well, certainly much bigger than I thought. Like, I remember 10 years ago or 9 years ago when I got involved, it was like just two of us or just a very few people here in London. And then we got connected to the guys in Chicago, and all of a sudden, now we have software craftsmanship communities all over the world. We have tens of thousands of people involved in the movement, and I think that it had quite a big impact in a lot of people. So we have a lot of developers that learned a lot of technical disciplines, and they started enjoying their profession. And software craftsmanship was a big influence.
Yeah, speaking of profession, what does software craftsmanship mean to you, both professionally and personally?
So I think personally it's easier to start because this is a very interesting that you ask professionally and personally, because I think that they are very related. So this idea of doing something well for the sake of it, this is something very important, right? So if you are doing something and it's worth doing, you do it well. And I took that from craftsmanship to my personal life. And this was kind of instigated by the professional side. So when I came across craftsmanship, I was this idea of professionalism and doing things well and master your tools. And so, well, you know what, this is not only professional, this is a good value to have as in my personal side as well. Certainly influenced me a lot.
Well, looking at software craftsmanship 10 years on, I mean, looking into the future, maybe the next 10 years, what do you see the future for software craftsmanship?
So I think that there will always be new people joining our industry. So there is work that needs to be done with every new generation that comes in, and these work on professionalism and doing things well, this needs to continue. There is the technical practices that we also value, this needs to continue as well. However, moving forward, although we need to still do this work, I would love to see craftsmanship more getting closer to the business. I think that as everything that gets popular, sometimes the message gets a little bit distorted, and a lot of people that look at craftsmanship today, they think, oh, these guys just look at code. And I think that that's not what we had in mind. So I think that we need to do far more work on the craftsmanship communities to make sure that people understand that what we're trying to do is to provide value to our clients and do a good job.
Yeah. You gave a great talk on the inflection point between product design and software design. What inspired you to give this talk? Well,
part of this gap between technology and business, right? So this was one of the main ideas of Agile. So when they started the Agile movement, was one of the problems that they were trying to solve, even Kent Beck was trying to solve that with XP, was to bridge this gap. I think that we certainly moved forward, so we made progress in that, but I don't think that we are there yet. And this talk is all about bringing the disciplines of product design and software design and architecture together, so hopefully this collaboration between the two sides will increase.
When you were talking about your various analysis techniques, you introduced concepts like impact mapping and user journey mapping that appear to be business analysis techniques, but why would you think these are important to Agile team?
Because without understanding the bigger picture, makes it very difficult for us to design systems. So we need to have a much wider view of the systems and not only the next user story, if we want to be a little bit more strategic with our architectural decisions and provide better solutions as well.
And what are you hoping people take away from your session?
Well, that software development goes way beyond writing code. So if you want to write code well and design software well, you first of all need to understand the business that you're trying to satisfy, because for me, software systems are a business enabler. So if you're enabling something, you need to understand what this thing is, and that's the business side.
I know you've been thinking a lot about software delivery and ways of improving this. Are there any areas that you've been considering that you think we need to look at in more detail? Are there projects that you're looking to initiate to address these concerns?
Yeah, so I'm quite interested recently in trying to map out those different phases in product design and software architecture design and understand the correlation between them. So, and also understand which practices that we can use to enable those things. So this is what I'm working on at the moment. We are trying some of those things with our teams, and hopefully we will be publishing more things about that in the next few months.
I look forward to seeing how they go out. Sandro, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you.